So hi guys, ako di ay inyong Itchy Boy. My name is DC the Second FM Masura, ang inyong lingkod. Sheesh! So and now let's talk about the history of the Philippines Islands. So I cite an existing topic about the history of the Philippine Island. So there are several society issues that exist in the Philippines that have affected the youth and the students in particular. So one of the most significant issue is poverty. So according to the Philippine Statistic Authority, 16.6% of the population in 2020 live below the poverty line, and it has had profound impact on the youth and their access to educations. So the history of the Philippines is characterized by colonizations, which has contributed to the country's economic struggles during the Spanish colonizations. So the Philippines was exploited for its natural resources and forced into a feudal systems. So penalized the majority of the populations. Later on, the American colonization further reinforced the country's economic dependence on foreign powers, so leading to the lack of economic independence that persists today as the day. So the effects of poverty on the youth are vast. So but perhaps the most significant is the lack of access to educations. So poverty often forces children to work instead of attending school, and many families cannot afford to send their children to school. So the lack of education perpetuates the cycle of poverty, as children are unable to acquire the skills and knowledge necessary to break the circle. So additionally, the lack of access to education leads to a lack of opportunities for the youth. So without educations, they are unable to acquire the skill necessary to enter the workforce and contribute to the economy. So this perpetuates the cycle of poverty and contributes to the country's economic struggles. Furthermore, poverty has a significant impact to the mental health of the youth. So the stress and anxiety caused by financial struggle to lead to depressions and to mental health issues. So this can affect their academic performance and overall well-being. So that is my according to my site, that is the history of the Philippines Islands of our country. So and now let's talk about the Laguna Copper Plate, and I cite issues about the Laguna Copper Plate, that how this issue connect to educations. So according to my site, this issue is connected to Laguna Copper Plate, so which is a document from the 10th century that provide evidence of a sophisticated Philippine society with a system of writing and laws. So the lack of access to quality education can affect students and youth in many ways. So without proper education, they may struggle to acquire the skills and knowledge needed to success in today's rapidly changing economy. So this can lead to limited job opportunity, lower income levels, which can perpetuate a cycle of poverty. So a lack of educations can lead to a lack of circle thinking skills, so making it difficult for individual to engage with important societal issues and advocate for their rights. So this is particularly relevant when discussing the Laguna Copper Plate. So as it provides evidence of a complex legal system that valued individual rights and freedom. So by understanding the historical significance of Laguna Copper Plate and the complex society it represent students and youth can gain a greater appreciation for the importance of education and critical thinking. So they can also be inspired to advocate for their own rights and then rights of marginalized communities, including access to quality educations. So and now we will discuss, or I will tell you what is the controversy retraction of Jose Rizal. So according to my site, this issue is connected to Jose Rizal retractions. So the controversy surrounding Jose Rizal's retractions is also relevant to these issues. So Rizal, a national hero of the Philippines, wrote a letter of retraction before his execution in 1896, which renounced his previous criticism of the Catholic Church. This controversial event has been the subject of a debate and spectacular over the years. So with some believing that the retraction was forced upon Rizal's. So while others believe that the genuinely had a change of heart. So the issue of political dynasty can have a significant impact on students and youth. So in the Philippines, when political power is concentrated in the hands of a few families, it can limit opportunity of young people. So to enter into leadership roles and make a difference in their communities. So this can lead to feelings of disenfranchisement of frustrations, which can contribute to political apathy and disengage among the youth. So in case of Jose Rizal retraction controversy, so the impact of students and youth is also significant. So Rizal is a national hero of the Philippines, and a symbol of resistance against colonization and operations. So the contributes surrounding his retraction raises question about the authenticity of his beliefs, and the integrity of the legacy. So this can be confusing and disheartening for young people who look up Jose Rizal as a role of model. So just like me, I look up Jose Rizal. So overall, both the issue of political dynasty and the controversy surrounding Jose Rizal retractions are complex issues that have a significant impact of students and youth in the Philippines. So the issues can contribute of feelings of deficiency and delusionate among young people, which can have long-term effect of their engage with politics. So, and their ability to effect change in their communities. So, na capability nga ma-change pa. And now, let's talk about the terrorism. So, according to my site, one social issues in the Philippines is a ongoing conflict in Mindanao. So, where various group has been engaged in protected struggle for self-determination and resources. So this conflict has led to a number of incidents of violence, so including bombings and kidnappings, and has a contribute of sense of insecurity and fear among the general populations. So the history of terrorism in the Philippines is closely tied to this conflict. So beginning in the 1970s, various groups, including the Moro Islamic Liberations Front and Abu Sayyaf, so have engaged in acts of terrorism in pursuit of their goals. So these groups are targeted both military and civilized targets. So civilized targets and have been responsible for a number of high profile incidents. So such as 2004 bombing of the Ferry in Manila Bay that killed over 100 people. So this issue has a significant impact to students and young people in the Philippines. So many students in Mindanao have been forced to interrupt their studies due to the conflict. So while others have been directly affected by violence or displacement. So the sense of insecurity and fear of pervades many parts of the country can also have a negative impact on the young people mental health and well-being. So furthermore, the ongoing conflict in Mindanao and the history of terrorism in the Philippines have contributed a climate different groups. So this can make it difficult for young people to build relationship and engagement in constructive dialogue with those who hold different beliefs or come from different backgrounds. So the conflict in Mindanao and the history of terrorism in the Philippines have a significant impact on the students and young people, contributing the disruptions in education, fear and insecurity, and climate of distrust and suspicions. So, kato lang, maulang to ang akong mga na-vlog. So, thank you for your listening, guys. So, once again, my name is DC the Second F. Hermosura, your Itchy Boys. See you in my next vlog.